Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. And we're going to bring you some Strat-o-matic Baseball, the 2022 version, just out today. This will be our first game using the recently released 2022 version. And we have quite a good matchup when it comes to pitching. The 2021 New York Mets and Jacob deGrom taking on the 1966 Dodgers and Sandy Koufax, the left arm of God. Jacob deGrom 7-2 before his injury that ended his season in 2021 with a 1.08 ERA. Sandy Koufax helped lead the Dodgers to the National League title in '66. They would be swept by the Orioles in the World Series. The left arm of God was 27-9 with a 1.73 ERA in his last year in baseball. Here at Dodger Stadium, Celebrity Bikini, a.k.a. Jake Cruz, and Jim L. hope all is well. So let's get to the starting lineups. I'll be playing as both teams because I want deGrom to pitch as long as possible against Sandy Koufax. For the New York Mets, their lineup in left field, Brandon Nimmo batted .292 with 8 homers and 28 ribbies. He leads off. The shortstop for the Mets, Francisco Lindor, .230, 20 homers, 63 ribbies. Batting third in right field, Michael Conforto, .232 average, 14 homers, 55 ribbies. The cleanup hitter, first baseman Pete Alonso, .262, 37 home runs, 94 RBI. Batting fifth at second base, Javier Baez, 31 homers, 87 ribbies. In center field, batting sixth, Kevin Pillar, .231, 15 home runs, 47 runners knocked in. Doing the catching, batting seventh, James McCann, .232, 10 homers, 46 ribbies. At third base, batting eighth, Jonathan Villar, .249, 18 homers, 42 ribbies. And on the mound, the right-handed hurler, Jacob deGrom. He will bat ninth. Larry D is in the cheap seats here at Dodger Stadium. Hope all is well. As he's going to be cheering on Jacob deGrom. Jacob deGrom is probably my favorite baseball player that's not a Red Sox, and I love Jacob deGrom. I watch him pitch. And then as soon as they take him out of the game, I click and change the channel because I want to see Jacob deGrom pitch. For the Dodgers, Sandy Koufax on the mound, 27-9, 1.73 ERA in 1967, a clash of errors. Johnny Roseboro behind the plate, Wes Parker at first, Jim Lefevre at second, Maury Wills at short, John Kennedy at third, Lou B. Johnson, I believe that's Lou B. Johnson. Yes, it is. He is in left. Willie Davis is in center. And Ron Fairley is in right. So Nimmo to lead things off. Lefty-lefty matchup. Koufax deals to Nimmo. Ball game on its way. Strike three looking. Nasty breaking pitch. Koufax mows down Nimmo. Francisco Lindor steps to the plate, right-handed batting shortstop. How will Lindor fare against the left arm of God? Koufax with the leg kick and the delivery toward Lindor. Swing and a miss. He overpowers Francisco Lindor. 2 up, 2 down via the K. Koufax looking to strike out the side, and here's Michael Conforto. How many times did Michael Conforto strike out in 2021? 104 times. Well, Michael, you're facing Sandy Koufax. He's ready to work. Roseboro sets the target. The pitch to Michael Conforto. And Sandy Koufax, swing and a miss on a nasty curve. 1-2-3 go the Mets via the K master, Sandy Koufax. We go to the bottom of the first, and here come the Dodgers. Let's give you their starting lineup. Maury Wills at short, Wes Parker at first, Willie Davis in center, the cleanup hitter Ron Fairley in right, Lou B. Johnson in left, Jimmy LeFever at second. Johnny Roseboro does the catching, and batting eighth, John Kennedy will play third. Sandy Koufax on the bump bats ninth. Jacob deGrom on the mound, 7-2 with a 1.08 ERA. How do you lose 2 games with a 1.08 ERA? That's like when he won the Cy Young in 2018, I think it was. And he was 10-8 with an ERA under 2. And he lost, I think he was 10-8. He lost 8 games. How? You know how? Their bullpen blows games and they don't score runs for him. I'd like to see deGrom come to the Red Sox. That's just me. McCann behind the plate. Alfonso at first. Baez at second. Lindor at short. Villar at third. Nemo in left. Pilar in center. Conforto in right. Well, thank you very much. As Larry D says, I haven't checked in for a long time. Glad I caught you. Al, always a good game here. Well, thank you. Hopefully you enjoyed. Again, we're playing as both teams. Just like if we were playing regular card and dice. Maury Wills leads off. Wills batted .273 with a homer in 1966. Switch hitter batting lefty against the right-handed hurling deGrom. deGrom is ready. He deals to Maury Wills. They would probably play the corners in, but I'm not going to bunt. This is the only dilemma I have when I play against, We're going to just leave it there. He's not going to bunt. Here's the pitch to Maury Wills from Jacob deGrom. Wills slaps it to the left side. Lindor is up with it. Throws to Pete Alonso, 1 down. As Larry D says, he's a Met. Enough said about deGrom not winning as many games as he should, in my opinion. Wes Parker, another switch hitter. He'll bat lefty against deGrom. McCann goes through the signs. deGrom nods his head. He rocks and deals to Wes Parker. Wes Parker singles to center. So Parker is on with 1 out. Mets will hope to turn 2. deGrom will face the Dodgers center fielder Willie Davis, .284 with 11 homers. Parker will attempt to get the jump. They throw over. He dives back. Oh, wait a second. He's got the jump. He's heading to second. McCann to throw down. And he's got him. They throw out Wes Parker. What a toss by McCann. We needed a 15 and under. The split is a 16. Applying the tag was Lindor. So 2 outs, base is empty. Willie Davis steps back in the box. Here's the pitch from deGrom to Davis. Davis hits it to the right side. Baez, the second baseman. Will make the play. All right, that didn't come up the way I thought. So that's a 4-3 if you're scoring at home. The side is retired. Nice diving stop by Baez. Let's just check our options here. Now, why didn't the little screen come up? Is that something new? I don't like that. And I want suggestive defenses on because I'm playing as both teams. Get out of that. Oh, there it is. Fielding chart. We didn't have that clicked. My faux pas. All right. We go to the top of the second. No score. Koufax back up on the bump. For the Mets, it'll be Alonso. Baez, who made that fabulous play. And Pilar. Here's Pete Alonso. He's got some boom in that bat. 265 and 31 homers. The righty awaits the left arm of God, Sandy Koufax. Pitch inbound from Koufax. Breaking pitch. Strike 3. Nasty curveball. Alonso cannot pull the trigger. 4 up, 4 down for Koufax, and he struck them all out. Javier Baez steps to the plate, 265 and 31 homers. Digs in the right-hander's batter's box, prepared to do battle against Koufax. Roseboro sets up inside. Koufax, the leg kick and the delivery to Baez. Strike 3, fastball inside corner. 5 up, 5 down for Sandy Koufax via the K. 2 outs, base is empty for the center fielder Kevin Pillar. Pillar briefly played with the Red Sox and also had a more extended career with the Blue Jays. Koufax looking to strike out the side once again against these 2021 Mets. Koufax deals to Pillar. Will Pillar make contact? Fastball, boom, hits him. Ooh, so Koufax tried to move him off the plate, and he sure did. Pillar goes down to first with a nasty welt on his back. Pillar at first. The catcher, James McCann, steps to the plate. 10 homers, 232 batting average. Koufax peeks to first, now looks in at Roseboro. The pitch to McCann. Can. McCann laces a line shot to Maury Wills at short. The side is retired. Koufax has struck out 5 in 2 innings. Bottom of the second. Due up for the 66 Dodgers to face Jacob deGrom, Fairley, Johnson, and Lefevre. deGrom looking for his first strikeout. Fairley 288 with 14 homers for the National League champion 66 Dodgers. deGrom picks up the sign, the windup, and the pitch to Ron Fairley, left-handed batter. Fairley pulls it, bounces it to the second baseman Baez, who throws to first, 1 down. Here's Lou Johnson, 272 with 17 homers and 66. The pitch to Johnson. deGrom pours it in. Ground ball to Alonso. Tosses to deGrom, covering the bag, 2 down. deGrom and the Mets looking for a 1-2-3 bottom of the second here. Base is empty, 2 outs for the second baseman, Jimmy Lefevre. He had 24 homers with a 274 batting average. Switch hitter batting lefty. The Dodgers have quite a few switch hitters in their lineup. McCann wiggles the fingers. deGrom nods his head. The leg kick and the delivery to Lefevre. Lefevre grounds it to first, and this inning will be over as once again Alonso tosses to deGrom. We're through 2, no score here at Dodger Stadium. D. Scott Howard has joined us, the Goat Whisperer. Hope all is well. For the Mets, it will be Villar, deGrom, in the top of the order, Nemo. Koufax has struck out 5 in 2 innings. Here's Jonathan Villar, 249 and 18 bippity-boppity booms. Koufax is ready to work. He deals to Villar. And guess what Sandy gets? Swing and a miss. Strike 3, K number 6 for Sandy Koufax. He is mowing down the Metropolitans. Koufax deals quickly to his counterpart, deGrom. And deGrom, unbelievable, rips a single to right. The left-handed batting deGrom jumped all over first pitch fastball. So deGrom singles off Sandy Koufax. How do you like them apples? D. Scott Howard says, just got home from a week of goat duty. All is good. Excellent. Excellent. To our good friend D. Scott Howard. 1 out, 1 on, top of the order for Brandon Nemo. He struck out. He's 0 for 1. Double play ends the inning. Maury Wills and Jimmy Lefevre look to turn 2. Here's the pitch to Brandon Nemo. Ground ball back to Koufax. Can he turn 2 here? He will not turn 2. Will they get an out? Yes, they will. I believe the play will go to first. deGrom will move to second. I am correct. So Koufax knocked the ball down and took the sure out to Parker at first. 2 outs. deGrom is in scoring position. And here is Francisco Lindor, who was also a strikeout victim of Sandy Koufax. Koufax has given up 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and 6 Ks. Koufax doesn't even look at deGrom at second. He rocks and deals to Lindor. Fly ball right field. Ron Fairley has a beat on it, and that's out number 3. deGrom is stranded in scoring position. deGrom has a big smile on his face as he goes back out onto the mound. He just singled off Sandy Koufax. Bottom of the 3rd, the Dodgers will send up their bottom 3rd, Roseboro, Kennedy, and Koufax to face Jacob deGrom. deGrom has yet to get a strikeout. Here's the pitch to Johnny Roseboro, left-hand batting Dodger catcher. And there's the first strikeout. Swing and a miss. deGrom overpowers Johnny Roseboro, and that's the first K for Jacob deGrom. Clinton Parks is here at the ballpark. As he says, how's my favorite left-hander doing? Clinton, he has struck out 6 2021 Mets, excuse me. 1 out for John Kennedy. The pitch to Kennedy. And deGrom's in a groove now. Swing and a miss. 2 up, 2 down via the K. It's deGrom mowing them down. Will he strike out the side, or will Sandy Koufax do what Jacob deGrom did to Captain K, get a single? deGrom picks up the sign. McCann sets the target. The pitch to Koufax. And Koufax will make contact. That ball's going out to center field. Kevin Pillar will make the catch, and the side is retired. So Sandy Koufax makes contact, but it's not a hit. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. Top of the 4th, no score here from Dodger Stadium in La La Land. For the Mets, in the top of the 4th, it'll be Conforto, Alonso, and Baez. I'd like to buy a vowel, please. D. Scott Howard says, Wills and Lefevre would go on to manage the Mariners with vastly different results. Michael Conforto was a strikeout victim in his first at-bat. Koufax deals to Conforto once again. Conforto behind in that fastball, goes the opposite way. Johnson makes the catch to his right. 1 out for the Mets. Here's Pete Alonso. Alonso was a strikeout victim. Koufax looking for K number 7. Roseboro sets the target. The pitch to Pete Alonso. Curveball. Swing and a miss. Roseboro applies the tag. The ball hit the dirt. That is strikeout number 7 for Sandy Koufax. 2 outs, bases empty. Koufax hurling a 1-hitter. Jason Baez made one heck of a play at second. But he, too, is a strikeout victim of Captain K, Sandy Koufax. Will Koufax get his 8th? Pitch inbound to Baez. Baez makes contact, hits it to the left side towards Maury Wills. Maury Wills goes into the dive. Fires to first. Parker with the stretch. And they just got him. What a play by Maury Wills and Wes Parker. The Mets are retired. We go to the bottom of the 4th. No score here at Dodger Stadium between the 2021 New York Metropolitans and the 1966 Dodgers. Top of the order for the Dodgers. Wills, Parker, and Davis to face Jacob deGrom. deGrom got his first 2 strikeouts in the bottom of the 3rd. Let's see what he does here in the 4th. The pitch to Maury Wills. Fastball. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 3. Jacob deGrom cooking with fire. Wes Parker has the only hit for the Dodgers. It was a single off deGrom. Another left-handed stick. Another switch hitter. McCann sets up down and away. deGrom rocks and deals to Wes Parker. Parker. Line shot caught by Baez. Excellent reaction, robbing Wes Parker of his 2nd hit. 2 outs, bases empty for Dodgers center fielder Willie Davis. deGrom deals quickly to Davis. This will be a play for McCann, the Mets catcher. It's a number in front of the plate. McCann pounces on it, throws to Pete Alonso. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. We go to the top of the 5th. We are scoreless here at Dodger Stadium. Due up for the Mets, Kevin Pillar, then McCann and Villar. Pillar was hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning. Here's the pitch to Pillar from Sandy Koufax. Strike 3. Koufax came in with a fastball, and on the very next pitch, curveball outside corner. Roseboro frames it. You can go sit down, Mr. Kevin Pillar. Sandy Koufax has struck out 8. Here's James McCann. He lined out in his first at-bat. McCann digs in the right-hander's batter's box. Koufax nods his head. The leg kick and pitch to McCann. Swing and a miss. Fastball outside corner. Koufax has struck out 9 New York Metropolitans. 2 outs, base is empty for the number 8 batter, third baseman for the Mets, Jonathan Villar. Villar, too, was a strikeout victim. Koufax feeling it. He fires it in to Villar. Villar makes contact, pulls it to the left side. Third baseman Kennedy looking to make the play. He goes into the dive. Pops up. Throws to Parker. Parker with the stretch. And they got him. Another great play. And another dominant inning for Sandy Koufax on the mound. We go to the bottom of the 5th, scoreless here in Dodger Stadium. The 2021 Mets, the 1966 Dodgers. Due up for the Dodgers, Fairley, Johnson, and Lefevre. Fairley grounded out. He's 0 for 1. deGrom on the perch. He's ready. The pitch to Ron Fairley. Fairley will work a walk. Excellent at-bat by Fairley. So Fairley's at first. Lou B. Johnson, a B bunter. We're going to lay the bunt down, and I'm going to play the corners in. I'm going to play the corners in, and I'm going to lay the bunt down because I think that's what I'm playing as both teams. I did not pick a team. So corners are in, and sack bunt for Johnson still has an excellent chance to move Fairley over with no outs. Here's the pitch from deGrom. Johnson squares. Puts the bunt down. deGrom picks it up. Goes to first on the wheel play. For out number 1, Baez covering the bag. Fairley's in scoring position. That'll bring up Jimmy Lefevre. Lefevre, 24 home runs in 66 and 74 ribbies. To go with that 274 batting average, he'll try to give the Dodgers a 1-0 lead against Jacob deGrom. Fairley takes a slight lead at second. deGrom now looks in at McCann. The pitch to Jimmy Lefevre. Will he have a fever? That ball is hit to Lindor at short. Out number 2, Fairley stays pat at second. As Lindor threw to first. 2 outs. Fairley will be off on contact. Here's Johnny Roseboro. Roseboro struck out. Dodgers fans desperately want a hit. deGrom looks in at McCann. He's ready. He rocks and deals to Johnny Roseboro. Roseboro. Swing and a miss. The side is retired. Fairley stranded in scoring position. Top of the 7th. Both pitchers are throwing a one-hitter. deGrom will lead things off. Top of the order after deGrom. Nimmo and Lindor. You know who has the only hit off Sandy Koufax? Jacob deGrom. Can he do it again? Koufax looks to overpower deGrom. Here's the pitch to Jacob deGrom. And Jacob deGrom, strike 3 looking. Koufax didn't come in with the fastball that time. He did a lot of curveballs. deGrom didn't know how to handle that. That is the 10th strikeout for Sandy Koufax. Top of the order, Brandon Nimmo is struck out and grounded out, 0 for 2. Koufax looking for Nimmo. He rocks and deals to Brandon Nimmo. Nimmo hits it back to Koufax. Sandy plays it cleanly. Throws over to Parker, 2 away. Sandy Koufax has been dominant. Base is empty for the Metropolitan shortstop, Francisco Lindor. 0 for 2, a strikeout and a flyout. Koufax rubs up the baseball. Now he's back up on the hill. The windup and the pitch to Lindor. And Lindor is going to crush this ball to left. Lou B. Johnson racing back at the wall. He leaps and he makes the catch. Johnson makes the catch. Banging into the wall. That was the best hit ball besides the single that deGrom hit. The side is retired. Koufax tips his cap to his left fielder. We go to the bottom of the sixth. No score. Both pitchers hurling one-hitters. Due up for the Dodgers, Kennedy, Koufax, and Maury Wills. Kennedy is a strikeout victim, 0 for 1. The pitch from deGrom. What will Kennedy do? Kennedy won't do much. Swing and a miss. Another K for Jacob deGrom. deGrom starting to warm up in the strikeout territory. He's now struck out 5 Los Angeles Dodgers. Here's Sandy Koufax, who flew out to center. Koufax awaits the deGrom offering. Pitch inbound to Sandy Koufax. Koufax will not make contact. Strike 3 looking. Another strikeout for deGrom as he tries to catch up with Captain K, Sandy Koufax. deGrom with 6. 2 outs, bases empty. Top of the order for Maury Wills. He's 0 for 2, a ground out. And guess what? A strikeout. Wills, switch hitter, batting lefty. McCann wiggles the fingers, sets the target. The pitch to Maury Wills. Wills, jam, pops it up. Foul territory. Pete Alonso comes over and he makes the catch. And the side is retired. Top of the 7th. No score. Dodger Stadium. The 66 Dodgers and Koufax against the 2021 Mets and deGrom. Due up for the Mets in the top of the 7th. Both deGrom and Koufax hurling one-hitters. Conforto, Alonso, and Baez. Michael Conforto, a strikeout and a flyout. Koufax, the lefty, looks in at Roseboro. The pitch to Michael Conforto. Conforto is going to hit this ball right side to Jimmy Lefevre. The dive, it is past Lefevre into right field. The second hit for the Mets. Conforto is at first. %. Conforto will attempt to steal. Not a great chance of getting the jump. They throw over. Conforto gets back. They call the steal off. Here's the pitch to Pete Alonso, who's 0 for 2. He struck out twice. Pete Alonso is going to hit this ball well to center field. Willie Davis on the move, reaches up, makes the catch in front of the track. Conforto retreats to first. 1 out. Now I'll bring up Javier Baez, who's 0 for 2. Ground out and a strikeout. Koufax pays no heed to Conforto at first. Conforto barely off the bag. Pitch inbound to Baez. Baez pulls it left side to Kennedy. Can they turn 2? Kennedy fields it cleanly. Will it be a double play? Yes, it will. Kennedy, Lefevre, Parker, side retired, 5-4-3, just what Sandy Koufax wanted and the doctor ordered. We go to the bottom of the 7th. There's still no score. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever go back, for it's root for your home team. And in this case, it's the Dodgers. If they lose, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Trivia time. In which city was a crowd of 52,608 allowed in free to a game following the 1981 baseball strike? I'm going to say Chicago. San Diego. I was incorrect. That was my guess. No score. The Mets have 2 hits. The Dodgers have 1. deGrom back up on the bump. He has been dealing. He's not coming out. We don't let him pitch 5 2/3. We let him pitch until he don't feel like he can pitch anymore. So it's going to be Wes Parker, the switch hitter, Willie Davis, the lefty, and Ron Fairley, the lefty. Parker, 1 for 2. He has the only hit off deGrom. Here's the pitch to Parker from Jacob deGrom. It'll be a play for McCann. Popped up foul territory. McCann throws the mask aside, and he will make the catch for out number 1. Stepping to the plate, Willie Davis. He's grounded out twice. deGrom deals to the left-hand batting Dodgers center fielder. Davis makes contact, slaps the ball towards third. Villar goes into a dive. Throws to first. The stretch by Pete Alonso. Willie Davis hustling down the line. And he is out! What a great play by Villar and Alonso. Both teams flashing the leather. Both teams getting excellent pitching. 2 outs, base is empty. Ron Fairley has walked and grounded out. He's 0 for 1. Fairley, 14 homers. Can he go yard off deGrom? The pitch to Ron Fairley. deGrom looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Fairley battles himself to a free pass. So Fairley's at first. He'll be off on contact with 2 outs. Lou Johnson has a sac bunt and a ground out. deGrom looks over to first. Alonso holding Fairley on. Now deGrom looks in at the plate. Slide step to Lou Johnson. Johnson. Oh, he is hit by the pitch in the shoulder. So with 2 outs, a walk, and a hit by pitch, Fairley at second, Johnson at first, and here's Jimmy Lefevre, who's grounded out twice. Lefevre, the big power bat in this lineup. Again, 24 homers, but not very clutch. You can see only a .216 batting average compared to regular, with men not in scoring position, .274. The pitch to Jimmy Lefevre. deGrom looking to mow him down. Fastball breaking away. Strike 3! Oh, Lefevre did not like the call on the outside corner, but the side is retired. The Dodgers strand 2. Top of the 8th. No score, but in this epic pitching matchup. Unbelievable. deGrom and Sandy Koufax. It doesn't get any better than that. Due up for the Mets, Pilar, McCann, and Villar. Pilar was hit by a pitch and struck out. Koufax has struck out 10, giving up no runs and 2 hits. Here's the pitch to Kevin Pilar. Koufax looking for K number 11. Pilar behind on the pitch. He slaps it into right field. Ball drops in front of Fairley. That is the 3rd hit for the Mets. McCann is 0 for 2. And he's an absolutely horrific bunter. On deck is Villar. Let's see do we actually have someone who can bunt the ball. First, let's make sure I have a backup catcher on the roster. Third base, utility guy, utility infielder. Another utility guy. Okay. Nido is a catcher. Okay. And Peraza. D, and D. I didn't think we'd have anyone who could bunt in 2021. All right, so McCann's going to swing the stick. He's horrible at hit and run, too. He's just going to swing the stick. Hard hit ball to Maury Wills. Over to Jimmy Lefevre. On to Wes Parker. 6-4-3, 2 outs, base is empty. That's why people should learn how to bunt. You bunt the guy over and you hope. But the bases are empty for Jonathan Villar. Villar has struck out and grounded out. He's 0 for 2. Koufax has struck out 10. Will Villar be his 11th victim? The high leg kick and the delivery to Jonathan Villar. Can he keep the inning alive? Villar hits it on the screws. Maury Wills to his right, dives, and that is out number 3. What a diving play to his right by the Dodgers shortstop on the liner to end the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th. We are still scoreless here at Dodger Stadium. Jacob deGrom is still tossing a one-hitter. Bottom third of the order for the Dodgers. Roseboro, Kennedy, and Koufax. Roseboro 0 for 2. He struck out twice. deGrom has struck out 7. Will Roseboro get the hat trick you don't want? He awaits the deGrom offering, and here it is. Roseboro hits it to Baez, who throws to Alonso, scoring at home 4-3, 1 out. John Kennedy steps to the plate. The pitch to Kennedy. Swing and a miss. Tied him up inside with the fastball. deGrom is now struck out 8. Koufax will hit for himself. He's 0 for 2. He's 0 for 3. Strikeout number 9. deGrom strikes out Captain K. We go to the top of the 9th, and deGrom is tired. So deGrom is tired. He has pitched 8 beautiful innings, and he's going to leave with a no decision. Let's just look at the box score really quick. deGrom, 8 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. He has given all he can give. Unlike the Mets, we did not yank him 5 1/3 into the game, which is the most asinine thing. I cannot stand modern pitching. That's why deGrom should come to the Red Sox. We'll let him pitch 7 innings. Maybe. So deGrom will be lifted for a pinch hitter. Unless the Mets score, he will get a tough luck no decision. Who do the Mets have? Who do we have to pinch hit? Brandon Drury, 274 and 84 at-bats, 4 homers and 14 ribbies. He hits lefties pretty good. He's going to pinch hit. He's not our backup. No, he's our utility guy. So Drury will pinch hit for deGrom. deGrom's day is done. Drury digs in. He'll have to face Koufax. Koufax has struck out 10. Koufax not impressed with Drury. The high leg kick and the delivery to Brandon Drury. Hard hit ball to Kennedy at third. He's up with it across the diamond to Parker. 1 out. Top of the order, Brandon Nimmo, who's 0 for 3. He too was a strikeout victim once. Koufax bores it in against Brandon Nimmo, the lefty. And there's a base hit to center. Another hit for the Mets. They now have 4 go-ahead run at first for Francisco Lindor, who's 0 for 3. The pitch to Lindor. Will it be a double play ball? No. Fly ball to right. Fairley goes back, makes the catch. Nimmo retreats the first. 2 outs. Michael Conforto steps to the plate. He is 1 for 3. Singled in his last at-bat, flew out and struck out. The dangerous Pete Alonso on deck. Koufax asks for a new baseball. Johnny Roseboro gets it from the man in blue. Tosses it out to Sandy. Sandy's ready to work. Back up on the bump. From the bird's nest, he deals to Conforto. Conforto works a walk. Nimmo to second. Conforto to first on the free pass. 2 outs, 2 on. Nimmo with above average speed at second. Pete Alonso 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Roseboro goes out. Have a quick word with Koufax. Koufax says he's A-OK. Pete Alonso, hoping, wishing, wanting. Can he knock in a run for the Mets? Fans on the edge of their seats here at Dodger Stadium. Koufax takes a deep breath. Arms down to his chest. He deals to Pete Alonso. Alonso late on the fastball, fly ball right field, fairly moving towards the line, makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the 9th. The Mets stranded 2. We are still scoreless, and the Mets will need a new pitcher. We will go with the closer. Edwin Diaz, 5 and 6 with 32 saves. He's good for 1 inning. But that's who we're going with. He'll pitch the bottom of the 9th and try to take it to the 10th. Let's quickly tell you what happened. So, Jacob deGrom gets a no decision. 8 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. Diaz, again, will try to get it to the top of the 10th. Sandy Koufax so far, 9 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 10 strikeouts. This is an epic matchup. We are seeing something special here in Strat-o-matic Baseball. God, I love pitching matchups. Top of the order, the Dodgers just need to cross 1 runner across home plate, and they win. It'll be Wills, Parker, and Davis. Maury Wills 0 for 3 with a strikeout. The pitch from Diaz to Wills. He's not 0 for 3 anymore. Base hit to right. The speedy Maury Wills at first. Corners playing in. Wills will take off for second. He got it. He has an. Oh my God. Diaz is horrible at holding runners on. Do we want to throw down? Yes. McCann throws down, and Maury Wills is safe. Holy cow. We rolled an 18. They almost had him. Corners playing in for Wes Parker. Parker will drop the sack bunt down. Corners charging. Parker puts the bunt down. Diaz fields it, throws to first. Winning run 90 feet away. That single by Wills, stolen base, now a bunt. This is Dodger baseball, 1966. Willie Davis for the win. Diaz with the toss. Ground ball to second. I believe the infield's playing in okay, and the outfield's in. Can Baez make the play? As long as there's no error, he will make the play. The winning run does not score. Wills remains at third, so Baez goes to Alonso. 2 outs for Ron Fairley. Fairley's a clutch hitter, 331 with a runner in scoring position, 288 otherwise. Diaz rubs up the baseball. McCann had a word with Diaz, now back behind the plate. Infield, outfield, straightaway and normal. Maury Wills takes his lead. Diaz takes a deep breath. Are we going to extra innings, or is this a walk-off win for the Dodgers? The pitch to Ron Fairley. Ron Fairley works a walk. Unbelievable. Here's Lou Johnson. Johnson, with runners in scoring position, 262, 272, so his average drops a bit when runners are in scoring position. Tense moments here. Tense moments. John DFW, fairly good. Yes, that was fairly good, the walk. Tense moments. Diaz is actually tougher against lefties. You know what? He's a starter. We're going to stick with Diaz. Will Lou B. Johnson walk it off for the Dodgers? Diaz delivers to Johnson. Fly ball center field, and Kevin Pillar, 1-2-3, this game's over. Can Kevin Pillar make the play? He races for the ball. He makes the catch. We're going to extra innings. The Dodgers had Maury Wills at third with 1 out, and they couldn't knock him in. We go to the top of the 10th. Koufax back on the bump. Diaz does his job, though it was shaky. The Mets will send up Baez, Pillar, and McCann. Koufax has struck out 10. Baez is one of those victims. He's 0 for 3. The pitch to Javier Baez from Sandy Koufax. Baez laces this ball to center field. Davis leaps. It's over his head. A leadoff double for Baez. Could this be it for Sandy Koufax? Baez, excellent base runner. Pillar again can't bunt. Here's the pitch to Pillar. Can he hit it to the right side? He works a walk. Oh my Lord, Koufax gives up a double and now a walk to Kevin Pillar. Koufax is tired. And here comes the manager. Koufax is tired. That's it for Sandy Koufax. John DFW, thoughts on the new version so far? It's about the same as the old game. They did change some things. I'm not an expert at Strat-o-matic. I picked up the game because I haven't picked it up, a new one, in a couple years. The Red Sox did well in 2021. I also picked up the refurbished 86 season, which I had already. I didn't do the 72 season, though, because I'm still playing that. I'm not going to do that. And I did pick up the new historical season because I like to make teams. It's like got all the players in the history of baseball as of 2021. So I cannot tell you what's new, to be honest with you. Our good friend Ron Juckett did a video on that on Twitch. It'll be uploaded to YouTube probably tomorrow or the day after. And Sportsman Z, Bob Zolke, also did a video on the new PC game. I know there's new things. I'm not the person to ask. I just enjoy the game. But I'm sorry I couldn't answer your question, John. We're going to go with, as John DFW says, it's been pretty much the same game since I started playing in 1998, LOL. Yeah, it's a good game. I wish, here's a couple of things, we'll get back to the game real quick. I wish when they upgrade a season, instead of me having to play, I don't have to buy it. Again, it's my choice to buy the upgraded seasons. But since I've already purchased the season, at least give me a little discount on that. That would be nice. They're never going to do that. That would be nice. Also, I wish it'd be a little easier to load up. I have some nice old ballpark pictures I'd like to use, but I'm not quite sure how to do it. Every time I've tried, I can't line up everything, but I think I have an idea to do it now. Again, I play the game because I enjoy it. You can roll your own dice with this. I also have the card and dice, but it's quicker to play with the PC. We're going to go with Peranowski. Oh, he had 7 saves. It's Regan. Regan had 21 saves, 14-1 for Phil Regan. Wow. I love this 66 Dodger team, the pitching. Their hitting leaves a lot to be desired. Excuse me. Regan out of the bullpen, 14-1, 1.62 ERA, 21 saves. He's going to try to take it to the bottom of the 10th, still scoreless. So Phil Regan will come in for Sandy Koufax. Koufax can lose this game. Let's give you Koufax numbers. He's responsible for Baez at second, Pilar at first. There's no outs. As Regan takes his warm-up tosses, we go to the book. So Koufax, 9 innings. We already know that. 5 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts, responsible for both runners here in the top of the 10th. Regan will try to keep it a scoreless game. The Vulture, as D. Scott Howard calls Regan. That was his nickname. Corners playing in. We're not going to play the corners in. You know why? They can't bunt. They wouldn't bunt. They don't know how to bunt. So let's play the infield normal, which is back. Here's the pitch to the Met catcher, James McCann, from Regan. Righty-righty matchup. And here's the double play ball because they don't know how to bunt. Kennedy to Lefevre to Parker. Baez goes to third with 2 outs. Regan and the Dodgers 1 out away from getting out of this mess and keeping it a scoreless ball game. Jonathan Villar steps to the plate. Villar stinks in the clutch. He's batting 1.91. Regan deals quickly to Villar. And as I say that, Villar says, eat these words. Base hit up the middle. Baez trots in from third. 1-0 Mets from an unlikely source, Jonathan Villar, who again in the clutch bats 191. But you know what? He hits it up the middle between Wills and Lefevre. And the Mets lead 1-0. Diaz obviously will not hit, as we're bringing in a new pitcher anyway. Again, I'm playing as both teams. We're going to go with, I don't want to use my backup catcher. J.D. Davis, 285 and 179 at-bats, 5 homers, 23 ribbies. Normal power against righties, weak against lefties. It's going against a righty in Regan. So J.D. Davis will bat for Diaz. Oh, God. Jeurys Familia will... Oh, I can't stand him. He's horrible. I don't care what his stats say throughout the years. He stinks. He's like the Dodgers closer that the Dodgers have. What's his face? He's not any good either. He saves a lot of games, but he loses big games all the time, or he doesn't do his job. I can see him. Who's the Dodgers closer from last year and prior years? Maybe we'll go with Castro. 345. You know what? We might go with this guy. How many innings did he throw? 57 innings. He was 6-0, 2 starts, 0.95. He's a lefty, so we might go with him. We'll have to check out that. Take care, Larry D. Thank you very much. Kenley Jansen. Thank you, RJL, our good friend Rob. He's a horrible closer. I don't care what his stats say. He stinks. A closer is Mariano Rivera, and I know he got beat by the Red Sox and he got beat by the Arizona, but he closed out games, big games. All right, so here we go. Regan. Oh, we didn't bring in the pinch hitter. That's what we wanted to do, and it's going to be Davis. And we have to hit okay. Davis batted .285, 5 homers, 23 ribbies, as we stated. Righty-righty matchup. Regan to Davis. Villar off on contact. He has pretty good speed. Davis line shot right at Wills, and we go to the bottom of the 10th. Mets will have to bring in a new pitcher. I'm tempted to go with Aaron Loop-de-Loop. He's a lefty. Very tough on lefties. Dodgers have lefty, righty, and switch hitters. We're going to go with Aaron Loop. Jack Thompson. Ken Let Jansen. I don't like him. I mean, he's a good pitcher. He doesn't win big games. We're going to go with... That's who we're going to go with. I'm going with this. How do you pronounce L-O-U-P? Aaron Loup? Aaron Loup is coming in to pitch. He's a lefty. Oh, son of a gun. How can he be tired? How can he be tired? It's a one-game series. Oh, my God. Well, he's got to pitch to Jimmy Lefevre. Lefevre 0 for 3. The pitch to Jimmy Lefevre. And it's a walk-off win. Fly ball to center. This game is over. Jimmy Lefevre wins it. As we brought in Loop. How the hell can he be tired? It's a one-game series. A walk-off homer. And the ball game is over. Jimmy Lefevre, who had 24 homers and 66, crushes it to center. Loop and Pilar just hung their heads, and so did the rest of the Mets. The 1966 Dodgers on 3 hits defeat the New York Mets 1-0. Well, what did I say? It's 1-1. This game's not over. The Mets had scored. I totally forgot. We're tied in the 10th. So Loop blows the save. Now, Red Sox fan, need some more coffee. It's 1-1. And we're getting Loop the hell out of there. All right, maybe we should go to Jeurys Familia, and we will. All right, Jeurys Familia coming in. I apologize to all Mets fans. I mean, the guy had a .95 ERA. You bring him in, think you get 3 outs. Here's Johnny Roseboro. 1-1 ball game. And Roseboro doubles down the right field line. Off Familia, again, highly overrated. RJL Network says, I love my Mets, and yes, Familia's garbage. Absolutely. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, he doesn't save games, especially deGrom games. They blow deGrom games left and right. Steeler Fan 1933 is here, a.k.a. Matt. Hope all is well. No outs. Will the corners play in? Yes. Actually, we're going to cheat. We're going to play. No, we're not going to do that. Let's do that. Corners will play in because Kennedy's going to bunt. The pitch from Familia to Kennedy. He puts the bunt down. We have a chance to go to third to throw out Roseboro. 12 and above. He's out. We're going to throw to third. He's out! We got him! Roseboro's thrown out at third. Kennedy fails to bunt the winning run over to third. 1 out. What a play. As Alonso to Villar. Actually, they're charging, so it'd be Alonso to Lindor on the tag. They're going to say 3-5. That's fine. Phil Regan. Will pinch hit for Phil Regan. 1-1 ball game, the bottom of the 10th. I totally forgot the Mets had scored the run in the top of the 10th. We brought in that Loop guy. He had a .95 ERA. And he gives up a homer to Lefevre, excuse me. And we took him out for Familia. Roseboro doubled. Thrown out at third on the horrible bunt by Kennedy, and here comes Al Ferreira to pinch hit. So Ferreira will pinch hit for Regan. Kennedy at first. Familia, righty-righty matchup. The pitch to Al Ferreira. Hits it back towards Familia. Can he field his position? The play will go to first. Kennedy will go to second. 2 outs. If I remember my rules correctly, and I do. So Familia knocked it down, had no play. What Al needs is about 6 more innings. Ba-boom, boom, says our good friend D. Scott Howard, the GOAT Whisperer. JD is here. How you doing, my friend? Here's Maury Wills for the win. Familia deals. Maury Wills singles. It's a walk-off win! It's a walk-off win! Maury Wills singles. Kennedy scores from second. The Dodgers scored 2 in the bottom of the 10th after the Mets took the lead 1-0. The 1966 Dodgers defeat the 2021 Mets in a thriller from Dodgers Stadium. Let's go to the box score. Sandy Koufax and Jacob deGrom pitch brilliantly, but get no decisions. In fact, Koufax could have got the loss if the Mets bullpen could have held on to the game, but they couldn't. They couldn't. So deGrom, no decision, 8 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 2 walks, 9 Ks. Diaz pitched an inning, gave up a walk and a hit, no runs. Aaron Lope blew the save. He had a .95 ERA. First batter he faced, Jimmy Lefevre, took him yard. We were tied at 1. I thought it was a walk-off win for a second. I forgot the Mets had scored in the top of the 10th. Familia gets the loss. This is the Mets bullpen. They're horrible. They can have the nice numbers. They're horrible. 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, and the winning run on the single off the bat of Maury Wills. Kennedy scored from second when Kennedy failed to bunt over Johnny Roseboro, but all is forgiven. The Dodgers win. D. Scott Howard, the GOAT Whisperer, is correct. The win goes to the Vulture, Regan. Sandy Koufax, no decision, 9 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, it was earned, walked 2, struck out 10. Regan, 1 inning, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, no hits. What a game. 10 innings, 2-1, 1966 Dodgers versus the 2021 Mets. So we're going to say the Dodgers move on in our little thing. Koufax will pitch against somebody else. We'll find someone for him to pitch against. I love the 66 Dodgers. We'll pick up another team to see who they play. Ooh, maybe he'll go against Ohtani. That'd be interesting. For the Mets, they had 6 hits. Nemo 1 for 4. Lindor 0 for 4. Conforto 1 for 3. Alonso 0 for 4. Baez 1 for 4 with the run scored. Pilar 1 for 2. McCain 0 for 4. Villar 1 for 4 with a ribby. deGrom, the pitcher, 1 for 2. Drury, the pinch hitter, 0 for 1. Diaz pitched, did not hit. Davis, the pinch hitter, 0 for 1. Aaron Loop pitched, did not hit. Jeurys Familia pitched, did not hit. The Mets, 33 at-bats, 1 run, 6 hits, 1 ribby in defeat. For the Dodgers, Maury Wills, 2 hits. Knocked in the winning run, 2 for 5. Wes Parker, 1 for 3. Willie Davis, 0 for 4. Ron Fairley, 0 for 1. He walked quite a few times. Lou Johnson, 0 for 2. Jimmy Lefevre, a homer to tie the game in the bottom of the 10th. He was 1 for 4 with a run scored in a ribby. Johnny Roseboro, 1 for 4. Kennedy, 0 for 4 with a run scored. He scored the winning run when he failed to bunt Roseboro over to third. Got to second on a ground ball that Familia field it cleanly, and they turned 2. The inning's over, but he didn't feel it cleanly. And the inning stays alive for Maury Wills, who knocks in Kennedy. Koufax was 0 for 3. Regan pitched, did not hit. Al Ferreira, the pinch hitter, was 0 for 1. The Dodgers, in this 2-1 victory in 10 innings, 31 at-bats, 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 ribbies. What a game. That was a lot of fun. Hope everyone enjoyed it. So we'll give you another Sandy Koufax game against another 2021 team. And I think it might be Ohtani. We might do Ohtani. I don't know. We'll have to check out who the good pitchers are in 2021 that I recall. Or another great pitcher in history. I like to do these one-offs with Sandy Koufax. It makes me happy. I'd like to thank D. Scott Howard, RJL Network, our good friend Rob. Check out that wonderful channel, Steeler Fan 1933. As Steeler Fan 1933, our good friend Matt says, RJL Network groans. Yes, he did. As the Mets blow another one on him. JD, thank you very much. Check out his wonderful channel. Jack Thompson, thank you. I think it's good to see Jack Thompson. I think we've seen him before in the chat. Larry D. left because he didn't want to be disappointed by his Mets. He saw the foreshadowing. John DFW, first time we've seen John in the chat. Thank you very much for joining us. Clinton Parks was here. Thank you. Continue to scroll up. Celebrity Bikini, a.k.a. Jake Cruz. Jim L., hope all is well. So it was a fun game. If you enjoyed the stream, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed and you want to, please do so. If you do subscribe, hit the bell for notification when we go live. Stay safe, be smart, treat people the way you want to be treated. I greatly appreciate your time. Sandy Koufax, Jacob deGrom, unbelievable. Together they struck out 19 batters. deGrom struck out 9. Koufax struck out 10. Both get no decisions. The win goes to Phil Regan out of the Dodger bullpen. The loss goes to Jeurys Familia out of the Mets bullpen. Until next time, God bless. I love you all, and peace!